All right. So now that we're on the dashboard, basically of Amazon, um, here's a couple of things that you will need to begin before you begin. First off, to start Amazon, to actually open up an account to start selling on with Amazon, they do charge you. Let's go back. Okay, to start on Amazon, you have to pay this fee right here. And basically what this fee is it's just opening up uh, the availability for you to sell on Amazon. It's pretty much like a membership. Just think of like a Netflix membership or something like that. That's the reason why you get charged that. So in the beginning, what you're gonna want to do this, or basically what you're gonna need to do this, is a decent credit line, as in either have money saved up on your own funds saved up, or have a credit line where you don't mind dipping in to make money. You already heard the saying, like, if you're not willing to spend money, then you can't really make money, and that's just true in more ways than I could actually mention. But I think that it's way more than worth it. I'm pretty sure by the third day, I've already made my money back. But obviously results vary. But it's really not that much to pay for the potential of money that you could be making. So after you pay that, $39.99 to get started selling on Amazon. They're gonna ask for certain information like pictures of your actual ID, and they're gonna want you to go to your bank and get bank statements from your checking account, and then link that up to your account. And you want to make sure that when you get the documents and stuff like that from your bank, they have the logo of your bank, the name of your bank, the address of your bank, all that on the paper as well. That was a mistake that I kept making in the beginning, and they kept declining and wouldn't even make my account in the beginning. So just watch out for that. Besides that, you're gonna want the $39.99 to begin with, the credit line. So the point of a credit line is, and the serious importance of it, is because when you start selling on Amazon, right over here, if you look over here, when they start actually paying you, what they do is they do a lot of funny things with the money. Some of it they hold back when you actually start selling stuff, of course. Some of it they hold back, as in, like, if any A to Z claims happen, which is basically people saying they didn't get their stuff, or any returns happen, like you could refund somebody, give them their money back. Like, there's a lot of money held from Amazon for those purposes, and anything that can go wrong, they make sure that you have the money that could pay for it. And then, if you have enough orders that go through and are successful, and there's no problems and nobody says anything about it on the other end, then they will actually start paying you. So we started this account on September 1st exactly, and we've been going since then. And so far, we've only gotten paid twice, I'm sure. Yeah, twice so far for basically our store. And the first time was for literally just one item, because we only sold one item. And then the second time we got paid, trying to remember. I think it was like $400 something. Third time we got paid $806. I remember that one. And now the fourth time we're gonna get paid is tomorrow, and that's gonna be $986.78. Right there. But the point I'm trying to make is they're really finicky with the way that they pay you back. So it's not like you could just buy a specific item, like get the money. It's not like you put up a listing, right, for your item. Someone buys it. It's not like you could take the money that they just paid for it and go buy the other thing like you see in a lot of videos and stuff. That's not actually necessarily true, because they will hold the money. They pay you every like 2 weeks or so, and they usually never pay you the full amount they say they're gonna pay you. So just watch out for that. And this is where the money goes usually. I just found this one out. This is where the money usually goes when they don't pay you. So this is how much that they held back from the last time they paid me. So now they're gonna pay it back to me on the 22nd. So I'm not sure why certain things happen with the dates and stuff. But there's also this thing called payability, which we'll talk more about that later on. But that'll allow you to start getting paid daily when you actually make enough money. So besides the $39.99 in the beginning to open up the store, the credit line, so that you could actually buy the products, and then once you get paid from Amazon, of course, you pay off the credit and keep the difference, because there will be a difference if you do it correctly. Probably, I'm pretty sure that's all you'll need. Yeah. So what you're gonna realize, if you start selling from stores, like which you will, from like Home Depot and stuff like that, then what you're gonna need is you're gonna have to be able to just get gift cards from Home Depot, because what they do is, even if you have a credit line and you have your credit card, they will stop you from buying more than like 5 items in an entire month. And you could easily go through hundreds of items a month off just this store alone or other stores like it. So any stores that do that, the way that we found to work around that is you're just gonna have to get gift cards and use those as your payment. So use your credit card, buy gift cards for the specific stores, and then you go from there. And that seems to be the best way so far. We've never had a problem with doing that. And there are websites. Spelled that wrong. There are websites like this that will sell you gift cards pretty much online for like any store that you could think of. So, and they give you cash back, and if they'll have certain deals sometimes, like 2-4% off, but you still make money off of that, so it's still a pretty good idea. But yeah, besides that, there's definitely a bunch of more things that come into it and that you could look at after. But to get started, that's basically what you're gonna need. After you have those things and you create the actual account, then it's literally just a matter of getting your inventory up. And I'll just go through real quick how I got these listings. So some of the listings I got were from the other store that we have, because I knew that they were like really good sellers. So I just put up the price, and the point was to get into the buy box. When you sell on Amazon, you want to get into the buy box, because the buy box is what's gonna get you sales. When the majority of people go on Amazon, right? This is Amazon for when you're shopping. They'll click something like this. By the way, great seller. Then they'll go over here and they'll just click add to cart, and then they'll buy it. What they never do is go over here and realize that there are ones that are cheaper, and there are different types of ones, and they're also by different people. So basically, this is us over here. So basically, for you to get in the buy box, you have to be selling really well, and that's pretty much it. I'm pretty sure so far that's like the only statistic that we've found. If you put up enough items and you start selling really well, then you will enter the buy box, which means all of these people over here are going to rotate around, and sometimes, so whenever someone just clicks the add to cart button, it'll be a different person pretty much each time that they click it, and that rotation gets everybody sales. And it's just a tactic that Amazon uses to help out everybody get sales who can't maybe always get the best prices. And most people just aren't looking for the best price, so this is what ends up happening. So if you can get into the buy box, which is going to be your main goal, I was told that it takes about 3 months after starting to get in there. I got it in there the first month with this account. I think it truly just depends on how much things you sell and how quickly and consistently that you sell and keep up good orders. But as far as actually getting items, one of my favorite ways to do it is literally just scroll around here and look around on their main page, and you're gonna see certain items and stuff like that. Like, look at these Halloween cake pans. Obviously you're gonna want to go with the times. So, and if you could beat the curve, that's even better. We've heard stories. Oh well, yeah, we've actually heard about this guy during a webinar who beat the curve on summer pools and sold pretty much 10,000 of one pool. Yeah, that's a lot. It was a hectic thing to have to control. But I mean, at the same time, if you had the money to back it up, that's a blessing, because that's a really nice sell right there. Because I mean, you get a lot of money from that. You make a lot back from it. So basically, I would look around, see something like this. You see it's like a really good seller. Then you want to see if you want to look this up. Pretty much, it's pretty simple. So this is a Nordic Wear 3D Ghost. So I know these to be actually a little bit difficult to find, especially for a cheaper price than they actually are on Amazon. Yeah, see, I'm pretty sure Amazon is the cheapest place to get it. So you wouldn't do this, but you basically just go around their page, look around for things like that. Another really good tactic is to piggyback. So if you just piggyback off of another account, because there's plenty of accounts that are doing this. So if you piggyback off another account that's doing very well, then you're bound to be in good waters. So I mean, if they're doing it and it's working for them, it's gonna work for you. That's just pretty much how it goes. So yeah, that's pretty much it for right now. That's the basics. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask. I think that this is something anyone can do. It's really easy. It takes a very minimal amount of time. The actual workload when you actually start doing this is literally it's so minimal. You just come in here, you get your orders, you manage your orders, you just start. As soon as you get something, you go buy it from wherever you can buy it from. You get an email as soon as possible about the confirmation of the order. Then you just put it as shipped and confirm shipment with the tracking ID and the place where they're tracking from, like UPS, USPS, and such. And then they'll come up right here in your shipped. And then you pretty much don't have to worry about it after that. I mean, unless you didn't get the correct item or something, things usually do come up. But these are like all completed orders and stuff like that. Pretty much. Yeah, I mean, there's not too much to it. It's a pretty simple thing. You mix it with a couple of other things, you can make a lot of money. Eventually, we could talk about advertisements and how I've used that in the past to boost up things. One last thing I do want to check while I got you here. So the point of Amazon, selling on Amazon, is they bring so much traffic. And for the price of $39.99, look, I've only been selling for about a month and a week now, so a month and 10 days, I guess. This is, let's see if it'll focus. This is the number of people that have visited my little store alone. I don't even have 100 products up on this store, and over 91,000 people have already visited it in less than 2 months. So we're gonna hit that 100,000 pretty soon. But yeah, I just want to show you how easy it is, how simple it is. You really don't need much to start, just the $39.99 beginning fee, and you pay that pretty much every month. And then you also just need that credit line to be able to buy the products from wherever vendors you get from, and then sell on Amazon. It's pretty simple. But yep, any questions, feel free to ask.